ॐ अखण्डमण्डलाकारम् व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन परमानन्दं सद्गुरु। ॐ गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदम् मन्त्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यम् मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। Today, by the grace of Master Satchidananda Paramatma, which is the only and only one existence, by His grace, we are taking the 14th stanza of chapter 18 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Adhishtanam tatha karta karnam cha prathak vidham vividhasya पृथक् वेष्टा देवं चैवात्र पंचमम्। अधिष्ठानं तथा कर्ता कर्णं च पृथक्विधम् विविधा च पृथक् चेष्टा देवं च एव अत्र पंचमम्। And my dear Arjun, atra this subject mean in the success of karma, adhishthanam, the shelter of karma, cha and karta, doer, ch and prathak vidham, it means the different type of. Karanam, it means doer, sensory organs, ch and vividha, different type. Prathak, it means separate. Chesta, it means efforts. Cha, it means a and. Ev, it means as that. Ev, it means only. Panchamam, it means 5 causes. Devam, it means God is. My dear Arjun, in this subject, mean in the successfulness of karmas, establishment and doer and different type of sensory organs and separate type of different efforts, as that same fifth cause is God. Sadguru Sachidananda Paramatma, the master of billions uncountable galaxies and billions and billions universes, infinite, solitary, omnipresent, one consciousness all over these uncountable millions galaxies, and one source of life, love, light and knowing. Although His presence in every particle of the world, but for the sake of mankind, for the welfare of mankind, for the giving a path of enlightenment, Atma Jnana, of His lovers and the seekers. He comes in the various forms of Sadguru Masters. So the prime factor of this world, so the prime factor of the spirituality, so the prime factor of all divinity and all love, there is only one factor is dominant, other is only factors, but they are not prime factor. So in my views, in every mythological way or the Sankhya Shastra, only the existence is the prime factor. Because the existence appear in front of you in the form of the master. So the master is the prime factor of enlightenment, Atma Jnana. You believe me or not believe, that is your choice. But this is the fact of enlightenment. The Krishna is telling about the Sankhya Shastra, the 5 factors in this stanza. What ultimate truth is only one, that is the Master's presence in your life. If the Master is merciful on any disciple, and the disciple is completely surrendered in the feet of the Master, that is impossible that his enlightenment will not come. His enlightenment will come surely, certainly. My dear friends, the telling about the factors is only one motive, that you can educated and aware with all the angles of the path of enlightenment. The motive is this of Krishna, because Krishna do not remaining any weakness in his disciple Arjuna. So in this 5 factors the Krishna is starting, my dear Arjun, in this subject of successfulness in this path. The supreme karma is coming out from all the karma and coming out in the complete detachment. So Paramatma, only and only one adhisthana. It means shelter. Because the Paramatma is shelter, then everything is possible. If the Paramatma is not existing, nothing can be possible. If a person is alive, he can see dream, or he can awake in day-to-day life, and he can feel every sensory experiences. But if a person is not alive, he cannot feel anything. So it is automatically proof that if you are in the alive condition, if the consciousness comes from the God, that is called life. So the Geeta says the life is God. If a person can know about his life, that is not a biology. Biology is only the subjective knowledge of structural and physiological phenomena. Biology is not life. And biology has not invented that life. And biology is completely blind in this alive state. So, if a person can know his life, then he can know the God also. My dear friends, the basic shelter, the basic adhisthana. So the adhisthana is the God existence. So first factor Sadguru is telling about to Arjuna, adhisthana is the first factor in the 5 bunch of factors. Adhisthana. But adhisthana, even the God, but not exactly absolutely that God, that knowledge which can you gain and you can free from death and birth cycle. The adhisthana is very, very meaningful, very keen. Subject to know. A person having no body rightly to live, his body cannot capable to bear the pranas, his body cannot be capable to alive the brain or the heartbeat. So that is not adhisthana. The adhisthana is that the body is completely ready to have the life. You can see in the embryology, the embryo is okay, everything is okay, but the growth of embryo stops suddenly without any cause. So the adhisthana is not okay there. So the abortions comes because embryo is stop their development or their growth. As you know about the factor of the life, one is a growth, another is movement, another is sensibility, etc. But these are all the superficial symptoms. But the basic symptom of the life science with the spirituality, that is called adhisthana. The appropriate condition to having or capable the pranas, apanas, udanas, samanat, dhyanas, nag, kurma, krankal. And the same time he can not only able to having the prana but having the consciousness. The consciousness, the pranas, sensibility, knowing, the sensory organs, motor reactions, the spinal cord functioning okay, brain is functioning okay, heart is functioning okay, voluntary and non-voluntary muscles is functioning okay. That is okay condition is called adhisthana. So when we say the God is adhisthana, that is not wrong, because in the presence of the God, this appropriate condition happen. The person can be alive. So first factor is adhisthana of the Sankhya Yoga, causes of 5 factors. When the adhisthana is okay, so all doing can be possible. If the adhisthana is not okay, nothing doing can be possible. Nothing doing can be possible. Because the dead body cannot do anything. Dead body cannot digest the food. Dead body cannot talk with you. Dead body cannot walk. All person knows. So if a doer is inside of you, that is the cause of the adhisthana, that is the cause of the presence of the life. So the adhisthana is the appropriate condition to having the vital energy and the vital physiological functioning. But When this establishment come in the action, that establishment called the doer. And doer is the second thing. So it is clear the existence is the only and only one adhisthana, installation, and the Sadguru can we provide you that knowledge to knowing. But if we will see in the detail of adhisthana, that is the basic conditional physiological and anatomical platform of every doing, and it is also the base of unknowing your real existence. So adhisthana without Atma Jnana is called Ajnana, is called ego, is called ignorance, it called illusion. Because without ego, no worldly person can do any karma, any function. Because the ego is the main factor of all doing, all karta. So the doer can be your sensory organs. The doer can be your hand and feet, your tongue and your skin or anything, but behind this doer, your ego is standing. So the mesmerism of the doer is the mesmerism produced by the ego. And this is doer and ego and your mind and illusion in your mind that you are doer. That is the like an bunch of instrument that is called jiva. This misunderstanding that you are doer and you have the mind, you have the sensory organs, you have the intellect and you have the ego, and ego, you think that you are ego. You think that you are ego. So this type of blindness, this type of unknowing is called jiva. Now, the adhisthana and the doer and the doer is doing all the functions from death to birth, but even you do not know the doer all the life, 100 years. You cannot know about doer, who is doer, and what is you doing, and why are you doing, and who is giving the inspiration of doing. This unknownness, this blindness, this lack of knowledge, this type of the sleep in the Maya. The Sankhya Shastra says this is the doerness and blindness of the doer. These are the instruments and these are the different types, the illusions which is Krishna is introducing to his disciple Arjuna. Now we are telling about the third factor That is a karanam. Karanam, the tools which is doer use. If a person is seeing, and what is the instrument or tool of seeing? That is eye. Eye is karanam. And eye has not one department. Eye has three departments. Everybody knows in the science student, eye has the structure like the camera, and the retina is the like the camera film. Retina is the like the camera film. And the mechanism of seeing or coming these images in eyes, that is another thing. And the bioelectrical signals of the optic nerve. Even optic nerve is the part of the physiology of eye, but that signal is not visible, or signals is not describable. So that signal is the micro software of your eye. And the camera has a software. The camera function controlled by the software. So the eyelid and the retina and the optical nerve and the optical nerve's connection in the olfactory lobe, or that particular lobe which is the analytical department of the brain, that are all the first part of karanam, but the second part of karanam, that is your software of karanam, and third part of karanam, the involvement of the doer in the eye. So the every sensory organs is as described here by the karanam technical word, that can be ear, that can be skin, that can be tongue, or that can be any your sensory organ. Every sensory organ is divided in the three parts. So the Krishna is telling in this stanza the different, the separate. This word is indicating this type. So when your doer ego is involved with any karanam, any sensory organ, so that sensory organ activate and do something. You don't want to see anything that your eyes will not see, they will be closed. You don't want to hear anything, your brain don't want to hear. If any person is telling by force, but you are not interested, you will not hear properly. If you don't want to smell anything, you will not smell. But if the compulsion of smelling, but you will not smell with the generally or with the happiness. So this type of mesmerism or misunderstanding, enjoying this jiva, that is called Maya. So the mind always and all the life live in the misunderstanding, in the samaya. And he used his adhishthan, establishment, and the doer, and the sensory organs in the different type of pleasure and enjoyments or activities or actions or reactions. He do not know that they are all instrument. He knows that he is eyes. Eyes is his life's part. He think that ear is life's part. So he do not know this type of hardware of the physical body and software of the micro body. The software having the operating system of eyes, ears, tongue, skin, and your other organ. So the five senses outside, five sensory organs of outside, and four sensory organs from inner side, and the software, the operating system of the sensory organs, and the mind, and the intellect, and the mood, and the ego, these are all comes in the karanam. So the Arjuna is very lucky disciple that Krishna is telling very deep and keen and very vast knowledge about all the Maya instruments and installation and functioning. My dear friend, this type of different tools or instrument or karna, they are performing different type of the activities, actions, and the work and functions, and they do continuously like an automatic machine. And in this doing, they makes a mesmerism effect, like a big machine is going on. There is some sound coming, there is some big disturbance of the sound and smelling and product and other. So person which is standing in the center of this factory, he was puzzled by this type of. So this puzzleness create by this type of instrumental activities, and the jiva involved in this puzzleness, and jiva involved in this sound, jiva involved in this doing, jiva involved in this product, byproduct, raw material, input, output. They are make a big net, the network of doing. So the jiva has a very big misunderstanding or a mesmerism that you can, when you sit in the train and the train is running and you feel that the trees is running away. But it's the mesmerism, this type of mesmerism created by this type of the sensory organs, their softwares, the five sensory organs internal and five sensory organs external and 4 sensory organs internal, and they are all after effect create a big network of illusion and your consciousness submerged in this illusion. Your consciousness sleep in this illusion. Your consciousness dissolve in illusion, and you cannot have your separate identity and your existence. You do not know about your existence. So this condition is the condition of the Maya, and this type of doing comes and goes in every birth. Only the time of the death, when you goes in anesthesia of the death, because there is no, you have no physical body, you have micro body and causal body, and micro body and causal body create a dream and sleep unconsciousness. So the dream of the micro body, that can be described as a preta in the previous stanza, pretya, and the sleep of the micro body, deep sleep of the micro body, in the time of the death and after time of the death, that is the interval when you are taking the next birth. Nobody can say what will be time duration of your unconsciousness after the death, and your micro body will be remain in the pretya. Nobody knows. So this stanza has a very, very secret and precious meaning. Now Krishna is described. One is Adhisthana, second is Karta doer, third is Karnam, and fourth Krishna is describing here all the functions which is performing by your Karnam, by your sensory organs, that complete effect create. They decide your next birth, and you are taking more and more birth, and this cycle is going on, and that will not end, and you push again and again many births, because you are behaving like a jiva. You are unconscious in the field of spirituality. You are unconscious, you are unknown about the existence, your real form. So the micro body taking your resulting effects of the life, and they are putting in a particular micro nerve that is invisible, but that is present in your micro body, that is called Chitra Nadi, and some persons they do not know about it, they called that is Chitra Gupta, because the Chitra, it is the recording of your life. What are you doing, and what you perform, and what was the extract, what was the concentrate extract of your all doing, that is convert in the chitta. Chitta, it means your stage, in your mood, and they are micro signals, undescribable by any physical instrument. Even they cannot see by the electron microscope. They have no particle arrangement. They have only that spiritual signals. So that is called Chitra, and Gupta, it means secret. the secret micro impressions of the spirituality brings by your karma's result. That is the, I will not say the spirituality here, the karma's result, that is called in Hindi sanskara, the impressions they accumulated in your particular place of microbody, and that is called chitra nadi. So the compulsion and very helplessness for the jiva, he push in particular life, and he are compelled, there is no alternative, he will do the karma as that life. You know what is the cause? That sometimes you do not control your emotions. You don't want to do the anger, but you come in the anger and do some unwanted activities. Why? That is your internal impression of your lives. And you see, some person is extraordinary lustful, and some person they are very greedy, and some person they are naturally angry, some person they are comparatively cool, some person they are naturally dishonest, and some person they are naturally cheater. Why? These all comes by the previous life impressions. So believe or not believe, if your Rama Yatra is long, as well as your Kama Yatra is long also. Because in every birth, you produce your body by the Kama Yatra. And in everybody, you was interested in the Rama Yatra. You want to free from this type of Maya illusion, but you have no way. You have no solution. You have no technique. You have no path. You have no direction. So that all doing of your life, that is the fourth factor, that is called prathak chestaha. Vividhascha prathak chestaha. The different type, your functions, your works, your doing, your like, your your unlike, your reactions, your activities, your everything is you are doing that different type doing is called chesta. So the fourth function is that. And fifth is the Devam Chaivatra Panchamam. The Devam it means the God. Devam it means the Sat Guru. Devam it means the existence. Existence is the fifth function. If the existence is merciful on you, Devam, sometime persons say the prarabdha, the luck, the deciding result of your karmas, that is also called Devam. But in my opinion, that the prarabdha can be push you in the unwanted activities or the Maya, but in my opinion, The Devam is your master. Master can change your future. Master can change your fortune. Master can save you from the danger of death and birth cycle. My dear friend, so understand these are 5 factors. One is Adhishtan, it means installation. Second is the Karta, it means doer. Third is Karan, it means your sensory organs apparatus. Fourth is the Chesta, it means your efforts, your all activities and actions. And fifth is Devam. Devam, it means your conclusion of your karmas, your result of your karmas, your deciding factor of your karmas. And beyond these 5 factors, something is merciful on you. That is your master, enlightened master, if you can surrender yourself. My dear friend, that was the secret meaning of this stanza. It is very, very vast subject. We cannot complete this stanza by only one discourse. If God will give us more chance, we will describe this stanza more. Now I want to tell you one thing. If you want to save yourself from all these type of dangers, which is producing this 5 type of karma, 5 types of causes or factors, that is only one method. That you do the Sakshi meditation of awareness in the guidance of any enlightened master, which is the complete master. Not only that incomplete master knows only the Sakshi meditation, do not bring you up to the enlightenment or Atma Jnana. So I want to tell you that is a very precious chance for you that I am here in my body for the giving you assistance and serve you. If you do this Sakshi meditation for 3 or 4 months, in the very short time, you will be tensionless or peaceful. When you will be tensionless and peaceful, that is the directly proportional that you will be saved from the tension created diseases like the blood pressure, angina, heart attack, diabetes, or failure of the organs, and unknown to take any food or any type of inhaling things. You can be aware and you can be save your physical health. And you will be, because you are peaceful, that your life will be very, very pleasant and glorious. Second thing is that if you do this meditation and you bring in the stage of the peacefulness and tensionlessness, then you have no chance to caught in any phobia, any mania, any schizophrenia, any depression, or any type of mental diseases. Third thing is that if you do this meditation honestly, then you can aware a consciousness of awareness, and the conscious person cannot involve in the violence, in the crime, or any type of crime. The conscious person cannot involve in the lust, because the consciousness can separate that person from every evil. So when the anger will come, he will separate. When the lust will come, he will separate from lust. When the greed will come, he will separate from greed. When anything negative will come, he will separate. Then the result will your emotional health will be okay. You will become emotionally healthy when physically, mentally and emotionally, in all three dimensions, you will be happy and you will be healthy. Then I don't think that this world will be not good. This world will be good. This world will be pleasant. This world will be peaceful and loving. So if the maximum person of this world will do this meditation, we can change the environment of the world and we can save the billions dollars which is we wasting in the hospitals and mental hospitals, in the court cases, in the crime prevention, in the prevention of economic crime. So we can save this money from the wasting and we can use this money for the welfare of poor needy persons, for their shelter, food and education and better life. I think as an ideal condition, when the millions and billions person will do this meditation of awareness, I think there is no question of the war, world war. There is no need of the defense budget. There is no need to export the weapons. There is no need to build up the fleets for warhead or the fighter jets and F-16s, atomic bombs, neutron bombs, hydrogen bombs. There is no need. And we can aware, so we can save our planet, our Mother Earth. We can again get the good vegetation stage of this earth. We can make the beautiful earth. We can make the non-polluted rivers. We can save our earth only by this meditation. If you are agree with me, please join me in this mission. The name of mission is World Peace by Meditation and the meditation of awareness. If you like my discourse, please subscribe the channel on YouTube, Swami Sachidanand Indore. You are my heart, you are my soul. We are one love, we are one light, because we are one consciousness, because we are having one existence. Thank you very much. Love you very much.